What's up, nail crew? I'm in my nail room. Ooh, look at all the polishes. I'm filming today a series of what to do to get started for Polygel. So I have about 3 or 4 episodes in mind. Today I am going to record the first one, and it's everything you need to get started. So if you are looking for something to give someone, if you want to send someone a nail gift, and you don't know what to send them, I'll tell you everything you need to send them if they like Polygel. Or you might want to put it on your list. So I made a list on my phone of everything that, I think we're going to need. So here's where I take all my notes for what I'm going to do for videos and stuff like that. So here's a list of everything that I think we're going to need, okay? Here is a nice little shopping list for you guys. We're going to go over everything on this list. Not necessarily in this order, but definitely everything on this list, okay? So the first thing on the list is, of course, Polygel. So I'm going to show you a couple brands of Polygel. Show you guys like comparatively size wise. So that's one brand. Here is the gel like one that I used in the last video. That's the one that I did this set with. And then let's look at this Elite 99. Now they all claim to have the same amount in it, but clearly this bottle's a little bit bigger. What other brand do I have in here? Macart. So here is typically what the sizes you're going to get when you order some Polygel. So as a reference point, I'm going to use my phone. This is a Samsung Galaxy, just so you can compare and see how big they are compared to a phone. So you can know about what you're going to be getting, right? So that's the Macart one, and that one has 50 mLs, right? Compared to the Model 1s, which has 30. The Gel Like, which also has 30. And the Elite 99. I haven't tried this one yet. I'm dying to try it though. I might soak these off pretty soon just so I can try this. Now this has 30 in it as well, but clearly the packaging is bigger, so I don't know. So that's Polygel. Clearly you're going to need Polygel if you want to do Polygel nails, right? So start with that. Let's see what's next. A gel brush. You're going to need a gel brush. This one is from Macart. You guys know I use this one every time. It's the only one I got. So on one side it's a nice soft brush, right? And the other side is the spatula, what you use to slice and dice that Polygel. So you're obviously going to need a brush, okay? So we got Polygel on the list, and we have a brush. So I'm just going to lay those things there. I'm going to take a picture of everything that you're going to need at the end. All right, what else do we need? We need alcohol. Alcohol. Now, this one is 91%. I know a lot of people use 91% and it's fine for them. When I used it, it did break up the Polygel just a bit too much. So someone suggested that you put water in it. But if you want, just get you a cheaper brand. Get you a cheaper one. Don't go for the 91%. Get you maybe 50%, 70%, and you should be fine, okay? But you're definitely going to need some alcohol. So that's that. Put you there, alcohol. Next on my list is a container. If you have alcohol, you're definitely going to need to put the alcohol in something. I got this for about 50 cents from Walmart. I like it because it has a lid to it. So if I don't finish, you see that? Still a little bit of alcohol from my last set. If I don't use all the alcohol, it's fine. I just cover it up and I'm ready to go for my next set, right? All you need is a dab. Something else you might want to look into is a cuticle pusher. So I got this on Amazon. It is a cuticle pusher on this side. I don't know what you would do with this. I don't think I've ever used that part of it. But I mean, it's there for something. On this side, it is a pinching tool. So sometimes when you do nails with forms and you have the nail formed on a paper form, you would take this pinching tool and pinch the nail just like that, and it gives it a nice C curve. Now I use this tool for so many things. I use this little piece for like picking things up, and I just use it for whatever I could think of. I don't really do paper form, so I've never had to pinch a nail before, but that's what that's for, okay? What I use this for mainly is that little tool right there, and it's so pretty, right? It's so pretty. I just love it. I use it all the time. So that is your cuticle pusher. So let me see. I'm just checking things off as we talk about them. So we did that. Next, we're gonna need primer and dehydrator. So here is a dehydrator. This is the one I use in all my sets. However, you guys, you can make this. All you need is alcohol and some and acetone. You mix the alcohol and you mix the acetone. 1:1. That is the ratio, and that's all you need. The alcohol is going to work as the astringent, the cleaner, and the acetone is going to work as the dehydrant. Okay, so you can make this. You don't have to spend money on this, but I got this from Sally's like so long ago, and I mean it's still so full. You don't use a lot of it, so it does last a long time. Okay, so that's that. You're gonna also need some primer. Primer is what makes the nails stick, okay? So if you don't have primer, a lot of times your nails will lift. I have two kinds. I have this Mia Secret Extra Bond. It is a non-acid primer. It is good for acrylic and gels. And I use this all the time, and my nails do not lift, okay? Another one that I have, and another one that's popular on YouTube, is this No Lifts primer. This one is an acid primer. It doesn't say specifically acrylic and gels, but when I do acrylics, I use this one. When I do gels, I use this one. And I've seen people use them both interchangeably, so you're welcome to do and get whatever you want. I will tell you this one does not come with a brush. So you see how most primers have a brush attached? This one does not. It came with a little small red brush separately. I don't know what the point of that was, but you know what? Come to think of it, maybe this stuff is so strong that if the brush sat inside of it for too long, it would eat the brush away. And that is why this acid primer does not have a brush inside of it. I bet that's why, because you open it, it smells so bad. It is so strong, this stuff. That's why I hate using it. But it does work, and it works well. But I bet you that's why they don't have the brush sitting inside of it. It'll probably eat that thing right up. This one, non-acid, and it does have a brush inside of it. You see that? And it doesn't smell as bad as that one. So if I had to pick, if I had to tell you which one to put on your Christmas list, honestly, I would say this one. Okay? But they're both primers and they both work well. So let's see what's next on our list. Next on the list, you will need a nail file, of course, right? And you're going to need some form of buffer. So for polygel nails, because they always come out looking somewhat smooth, and even if they do come out rough, they're easy to file, you can get away with a hand file. So if you were looking for a stocking stuffer and you don't want to go as far as to ask someone for a nail drill, these two will be perfectly fine. That'll be perfectly fine to get you started, okay? So don't go crazy. Don't go crazy asking for drills and stuff. This is just fine. Get you started, all right, all right? Then once you get proficient in it, then you wait till your birthday come around and you say, hey, I need a drill. All right? So now, let's see. What's next? What's next? Ooh, what's next? Oh, base coat. Here is my base coat container. All right, so before you put the polygel onto your nails, you need to put a base coat first, okay? So here are different brands of base coat. This one is from Gel Like. And, oh, my favorite is, oh, that's the top coat. My favorite is this Cody rubber base. Like, this stuff really, really, really lasts a long time. The only thing with this, Look, it doesn't have a brush. It didn't come with a brush. So I have to use a separate gel brush. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It works so well. I don't care. So that's that one. What is this one? Here is a McCart base coat. So I have all different kinds of base coats in here. Any one of these will be fine. Pick your favorite. Get whatever's affordable for you. And you'll be just fine. So I just want to take one of them out to put in pictures for later. All right. Anytime you talk about doing gel nails, you're gonna need a lamp to cure it in, right? Here is my Sun UV LED 5 lamp, right? And what I like about this one is that it has a 10-second cure mode. That is what I use when I flash cure my polygel nails. So I have a 10-second mode, 30, 60, and a low heat 99-second mode. I never use that one. The one that I typically use is a 10-second and a 60-second. So you're gonna need some form of lamp to dry your nails. This one, let me move my camera. I like this one because it's very big. On the inside, it's very deep. I can fit my whole hand in just like that, and it works very well. I have no complaints on my lamp. So, yes, you're gonna need a lamp. All right, let's put that over here. I'm running out of room on my table, people. I'm running out of room. All right, what's next on my list? Let's see. Paper towels. All right, let's get some paper towels. I mean, you guys know what paper towels look like. This is a low lint paper towel. You want something that's lint free, but I don't have anything that's lint free, so I use a paper towel. Now to get around not having a lint-free paper towel, this is what I use. Ta-da! A makeup sponge. So whenever you dip your brush into the alcohol and you're dipping it into the polygel, you have to wipe your brush on something. If you wipe it on a paper towel, you're gonna get lint in your brush. The lint is gonna stick to the gel. If you wipe it on a semi-lint free paper towel, you'll still get some lint picked up. But if you wipe it on this, you get nothing. You just dab it on there. This doesn't have lint, and you could reuse it. So I always find myself using these little makeup sponges, but whatever you have, you just got to make it work, okay? So, paper towel or makeup sponge. Okay? So, let's see what's next. Oh, we're almost done. Okay. So now you have to decide if you want to do tips or dual forms, okay? If you do tips, you just have to get yourself some tips, right? But if you use tips, you're going to also need glue. Okay, so with tips, you need glue. If you use, instead of tips, dual forms, you don't need any glue because dual forms create the nail for you. Now, what do I like better? If I had to choose between tips and dual forms, tips I really like. They're old school. I'm used to it, especially with acrylic nails. But you run out of one size, you have to order more size 7s, but they don't always sell size 7s by themselves. So you end up buying a whole new kit of nails. Now you have so many size 0s because no one fits size 0s. You're running out of size 8. It's just like a big mess at the end of like so many nails and tips that you don't use, right? So, I prefer dual forms because you get the same effect as a tip, but they are reusable. So you'll never really run out of a size because you just keep reusing the same one. Since I've been doing dual form nails, I have never switched them out. So I've always been using the same one. I have the ones that fit me. So I have my size put to the side, and I just keep using that same one over and over and over. So these here have never been touched. They've never been used. And that's what I like. I like saving money, people. So you don't have to get Macart brand. There is tons and tons of different dual forms. Let me show you another brand that I have. Now, these dual forms, the reason I don't really show you guys this one is because it didn't come in a case. Each little dual form came in a separate bag, and I found this in my old nail stuff, and I was like, oh, cool, I'll just number them and put my dual forms in here. I really like them, but it's hard for me to show them off because they didn't come in a nice pretty case. You know what I mean? This one is from YS Nails, and I really like them. I actually like this one better than the Macart ones, to be 100% honest. YS Nail. But they're not going to come in a nice kit. They're going to come in separate bags. Each nails, so each size comes in a different little bag, and that's not very convenient, okay? So that's why I always show you guys this one, because it's easier to keep up with because it comes in a nice little case. But it's totally up to you. I'll link both of them in the description box below, and you guys can just pick what you want, okay? So that is that. Now, let's talk about some extra stuff that you can get if you do dual forms. This is totally optional. Here are some clips. I used this clip in my last video, and I might make a separate video all about these clips if you guys want me to, okay? So when you put the dual form on your nail and you want to flip your nail over to clean the underside, maybe the dual form will slip or slide or move or whatever. That's where the clip comes in handy, okay? So what you would do is take the clip, hold the dual form on your nail in place like that. Then you can flip your hand over. You can clean the back side of your nail and then stick it right into the lamp and cure it just like that. These, totally optional, totally optional. You don't have to spend money on them. But if you're looking for someone to give you a stocking stuffer, this would make a good stocking stuffer. Okay? Now, here's something else. So, all right, so I have one more item that you guys can ask for in your little goodie bag or your stocking stuffers. This is for toothpaste. This is a toothpaste squeezer, right? You put it on the back of the toothpaste and just push it up, and it stops you from squeezing the toothpaste in the middle and getting it all junked up and things like that. It comes in a pack of, I want to say like 5 or 6, and it was super, super cheap. I will link it in the description box below, of course, but this will replace the Polygel key. The little things that they put on the back of the Polygel, so like here, those are called, I think, Polygel keys. But if you get a toothpaste key, it works exactly the same. It is exactly the same, and it's way, way cheaper. So this is what I ordered instead of ordering the one that's actually for the Polygel. And look, it fits on perfectly. And so instead of squeezing it from the top or the middle and getting my tube all junked up, you just push this up, push it up, and then it'll squeeze out the Polygel, and it'll keep it all nice and neat. And it came, like I said, in a package. I got all these in a package. I don't remember how much they cost, but I want to say it was like maybe $2 or $3, and I got all of them. Isn't that dope? Yeah, I know. You're welcome. Maybe I'll have a giveaway, and I'll just throw in a bunch of little random stuff in the giveaway. I'll probably throw this in there as well. I don't know. I have another giveaway to plan, so stay tuned for that. Just to recap, just to review a little bit, you're obviously going to need some Polygel, right? You're definitely going to need Polygel. You can decide between dual forms and clips, or tips and glue, right? You're definitely going to need some sort of gel brush, a cuticle pusher. You're going to need a file and some buffers, some paper towels that are lint-free, and or a makeup sponge, You're gonna need some form of primer, whether it be that brand or that brand. I would just say go for whatever's on sale. And then you are going to get some Prep and Dehydrate, or you're gonna make your own, right? You're gonna either buy it or make your own, but this is really good and it complements the primers very well. So I always use this before my primer and it makes the nail stay on forever. You're gonna get some alcohol and obviously a little container to put the alcohol in. You're gonna need to base your nails with something, some form of base gel. This is the brand that I prefer. And then if you're using gel, you most definitely need a gel lamp. Alrighty guys, that is what you're gonna need to start your Polygel nail kit off, okay? So I hope you found this video very, very informative. There was some minor things I left out, like a nail clipper. You should already have that, so I didn't wanna waste time talking about it. Or a brush to brush off the lint and the dust once you're done filing. But you know what? You could just use your paper towel and dust the lint off that way. So I didn't want to mention that either. But as a whole, this stuff here, what I spoke about in the video, should get you started right away on your Polygel nails. So give this video a thumbs up, please. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video with your friends. I will see you in my next video. Part 2 is coming up, so look out for part 2. I think you're really going to enjoy it.